So now we're going to get into some harder levels here as we go by. Chapter 4 just builds upon the things that you learned in Chapter 3. No boss in this one, but it does add some other elements that are a little bit more difficult. So here we go. Chapter 4. Yes, you do have stamina. That's something that I didn't talk about. Whoop. There is climbing stamina. Oh, did not do my trick well. Ooh. If you dash... Whoops. Oh, wait, hold on. I touched the... Whoops. If you dash out of one of those... How did that happen? Yes. Gonna do a trick here that skips all of that nonsense. Oops. There we go. We can skip that one. This part's a little bit tricky. You gotta hold down or you're gonna have a bad day. You're gonna go right into those. Just assume that everything is here to kill you, and you'll do better. There we go. There's a cool reference to the right there on the bottom. If you're a old school Mario platformer enthusiast. Whoop, that was close. Go. Oop, missed the cloud. Yeah, so these clouds have like bounce mechanics that are not intuitive at all. I think a lot of people, their first times around, have a hard time grasping. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Have a hard time grasping the concept here. Actually, this is not the place for that. Alright, so we're going to do this. Nope. We're going to die. Touch the ground so you can So now it's like against you, which is difficult. Now those pink ones don't last. I don't know how that happened. So I kind of like grabbed onto the edge there when you're not supposed to, because those are spikes that will kill you. Now this is the bane of my... Because of this, like, you have to... Oh, nope. I try to wave dash off this because it's nope, didn't do it properly. I think I still haven't broken in my controller there. See, that's what you're supposed to do if you're learning how to play this game. Yeah. Yup. Nope. I don't know why I'm having a hard time. There we go. Oh, what happened? I stopped. So about these clouds, you have to jump. See, if you jump as it jumps up, you get no jump. But if you wait kind of a half second later. Like, later than you think you need to do it. Touch the ground. Touching the ground resets your stuff, so... I'm gonna push this to that level. Whoops. No! I got it, but I wasn't fast enough. I forgot to, like, actually set it up. I was too busy explaining it that, like, I was like, oh. No! And I thought streaming was hard. YouTube videos are even harder. Womp, 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 womp. There we go. And then... There are many other ways to do that trick. Alright, here we go. Do this. Try to jump on that. There we go. Aw. We're gonna play the waiting game now. Wait for that to finish. Now this screen took me quite a time to practice and understand. So if it takes you like 15 million times to get it, then don't feel bad because it also took me 15 million times. Wait for that. Because we're gonna... You gotta be careful with those guys because... Oh, I tried to jump on it, but I pressed the wrong button. Ah! And I ran right. See, you ran right into it. It always comes at, like, your Y level. So you just be aware of that. Or you could do that, right? Okay, and I believe this is the final screen of this level, so don't mess it up. Up. There we go. And we're going to skip that cutscene. It's really interesting, but also very hard to do. Also very hard to do. Go. There's that. Don't need this right now. Okay, so here's where the game starts getting into some lore and craziness. Chapter 5, Mirror Temple. We're going to get a little bit of hydration. It's the quenchiest. Mirror Temple. Exhaustion, yeah, as you see. So we're going to skip that, because that's just... Here's where... Now you know, now there are switches, and doors, and bubbles. Whoops. So now you've got to work through all this, but... Once you memorize it, you will know. So there are keys, there are doors, but this is where, like, the weirdness of the game gets to some people. Be careful there, and then there's, like, giant eye things. Oops. There's that, because your friend Theo gets, whoops, this way. Whoops. Let's see. Nope. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. And by that, I mean the way I used to do it before I learned how to just jump up there. Now, you're supposed to get a key here to, whoops, get by. But there's a way to get past without a key. There's a secret bubble up here. And then here's a big long room. And people who play this game, or want to play this game, this is what I tell them. I'm like, learn the big long rooms, because that's where the time is lost the biggest. Is those big long rooms. Whoops, I did it again. I used to do that all the time. And then here's a cutscene where we go into a dream state. And now we're kind of this weird spaghetti monster. So you gotta learn the movements of this. So it's basically teaching you, hey, that's a bad guy you probably want to avoid, but you are controlling it, and you can see there's statues of it everywhere. So I'll let you make of that what you will. There we go. There's a trick here to... Nope, I missed it. I got stuck on the wall there. There we go. There's a strawberry in there if you're into strawberries. So you kind of have to avoid these guys here. Now, much like the rest of the game, you can jump on their head, and that re-ups your dash. So dash management is a thing in this game. Whoa, okay. Ugh. Yeah, losing on that screen is a kind of a time loss. There's a little bit of a cutscene here where... And there's like a jump there that is often missed. So here's... Whoa! Something that's known as search skip. So this is actually a big long section where you've got to find like 3 keys. 2 keys? 3 keys? And it takes a long time. But if you can do that trick, you can actually skip a whole big long section. The important thing is to not freak out. And have a little help from these guys. Now this guy, see the key is up here, which is a little bit of a troublemaker. I can't make it. And you can either go up or down on that one. Gotta pass that. Now, don't ask, but Theo's in a giant crystal thing. And he encourages you quite a bit. And there's quite a lot of very finicky stuff to do with his physics. Whoops. And he can actually hit he can hit buttons and pads for you, and oop. And he can actually hit those guys. I meant to hit up. Oh, come on. But you can actually get a really cool, like, burst of speed if you get their explosions. And then you gotta figure this out. Well, if you make him jump, he can get it. Theo saves the day. And here's a cool little trick you can do. And then he can go away. And then this one takes a bit of... So remember, he can go through it, but you can't. Let's see if I can hit this person properly. Whoop, careful. The amount of times I've fallen into there and squished myself, because you can get pretty squished. Now here, there's these, I don't know what you call them, shock waves that are actually like, that are pushing you back. You gotta learn to dash through the shock waves, and then it won't affect you. That's actually a pretty clean ending of that one. I'm pretty proud of myself. Everybody have a great day. Don't forget that you have value, you as a person have value, and that God loves you. And I hope that you join us next time for whatever game that I play. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. And this is where I fade to black. And there's probably my head here somewhere. Maybe on this side, I'll put my head. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video and comment it. And YouTube thinks that you might like this video right over here, whatever it happens to be. I don't know.